track at a time, not both together. Apparently he just took the trim off the side of the caravan there, whether that was deliberate, just to show out what a brilliant driver he is, or sheer chance. Well, all you happy campers, look at that.
Having that now, wouldn't you? Second-hand caravan, no? You miss your opportunity. No, it's an interesting illustration though, that's on track. Ah, that's also what happens when he picks up.
Tanks crushing cars. If not, you will later. One year we had one of those drive over a car. It's much more exciting because it climbs up the car, whereas the tank just goes straight across it and flattens it. But a pioneer climbing over a car is a sight to see. It's strange how the military designers pay no attention to appearance. I mean, you could not describe the cab of that DAF as attractive, could you? It's all flat and funny angles, just like they made it up as they went along. Like, we need a bit here, or we need a bit there. Can you see it? I can't see it from here. A militant's in the way. There, look at that back axle. Anyone manage to see? No, shall I make you do it again? I'm going to try and do it backwards. I won't let this militant get in the way. Oh. Tractor. Vickers made a thing like that for the British Army in the 30s. So that's a British tractor. It was probably designed as an agricultural machine and then pressed into military service for pulling bombs. So isn't that a lovely thing? To move them to aircraft for loading. I know it's it's Dutch. I don't know anything more about it. I'm going to go and find out. For 30 years. I've never found these vehicles that spend all their lives in barns. But this Jeep has been in a barn for 30 years and it has this weird body. The owner thinks that it came out of the military like that it was converted either for carrying officers or dignitaries. Can you open the door? See, it's nothing like a normal Jeep. He's driving what's called an Eager Beaver. It's a bizarre name. You can see how it steers. Both axles steer, so it's got all four wheels by torsion bars on trailing arms. So technologically advanced, central differential, which presumably is lockable. This is an interesting feature, and I knew this before I read it on his crib sheet. These spare wheels are free to rotate, so it stops it getting hung up like that Gamble did on knife edges. So if it goes over a big hump, those spare wheels help it across. All of these DAFs are of the DAF company, and next year it's the 100th anniversary of the birth of Honduras. What do we call it? Cube car, the Kubelwagen type of body, like the World War II. It doesn't have four-wheel drive, but it doesn't need it. It's rear-engined. This one's done out. Hang on, I've got another crib sheet here. It's cute, so I'm going to have to ask the driver. I learned quickly when doing this sort of stuff that you never give the microphone to the drivers because you never give it back. You never get it back. But I'm going to ask him what it is.
The Luaz 963M. No, none after this. Ukraine. A couple of years.
Okay, it's a Luaz from the Ukraine. We're very non-partisan with our military vehicles. You never see any other vehicle from the Ukraine in this country, would you? It's another one called a Goa, so that means something quite different in this country. This is called a Gamma Goat. The reason it's called a Gamma Goat is that between the two components, the tractor and the trailer, there's a drive shaft and a steering control because the front and rear axles steer. And this particular coupling was designed by a man who rejoiced in the name of Roger Guimont, in the way that they used to truncate the names of immigrants at Ellis Island, from like Denisovich to Denny or whatever. Poor old Roger Guimont gave his name to this, but it became Gamma. So it's a Gamma Goat with one M. It's ugly, isn't it? I mean, it's got to be the ugliest thing. No, not you. It's the ugliest thing you ever saw. It looks like a tractor and trailer, but it isn't really. The two parts are fixed together in such a way of the Jeep. Munga stands for something like Merz Universal Field Car with all-wheel drive, again I think it is. It was designed by Auto Union, or DKW, wasn't it? DKW, which by that time was part of the Auto Union, which these days is represented only by Audi. It has the 3-cylinder, 2-stroke engine of about a litre that was used in the DKW Junior car. America started experimenting with these half-track things. They used them all through World War II. The British used them too. The French were very keen on them, carried on using them through the 50s and 60s. This is a game of chicken. No. This one is marked, it's an American vehicle originally. It's marked as belonging to the Israeli Defence Force, and indeed they genuinely used them in the Six-Day War. Yes, is this marked? Is it on here? He said on his crib sheet, he tells me that it almost certainly served with the British Army before it was passed to Israel in the 1950s. It had the big, what engines did they have originally? Hercules. What engines did they have originally? It had the big Hercules petrol engine pulled out. Here, it's supposed to stop it getting bogged down on the far side of a ditch. So imagine that nosing its way across a ditch.
the roller at the front just helps it ease its way up. The British generally cut them off, knowing a useless bit of kit when they saw one. So it's something like the free running spare wheel on the DAF.
Good afternoon. The green vehicle we have here is a 110, one of only 2 prototypes designed for the American Special Forces. Why the Americans pumped these? Because they couldn't get the Humvees inside their Chinook, so they wanted a light portable vehicle that can be dispatched and go into more rapid intervention. What we like to do, GMG on the front, 50 cal midships, and a GMG on the back. So they like something like the Flying Fortress. And at the back we have a 24 KD 33 to 24 KD 50. 24 KD 50 is genuine one. You've got a front commander, driver, rear gunner with 50 cal. Both these vehicles got twin speedos, so the commander could obviously monitor the speed, the distance, whatever.
Okay, come on, or I shall be in trouble for holding up the next slot. And once you've got one of these things, of course, what you've got to do is to collect every separate piece of kit that you know it should carry. You know, how do you set about, for example, getting hold of 3 Hawk missiles to put on your missile carrier? Where do you go to find them, apart from War and Peace? Right, I haven't talked about everything, but I have run out of time. One other truck, I'll just bring it, if the Land Rovers could go round. I'll just have Mario bring out his Haulomatic. Mario! It looks like some terrible bonnet ornament. Just look at the magazine Classic Military Vehicles. We cover all this stuff month after month, and things even more bizarre than these. There's one machine, I've never seen one, which doesn't have wheels. It has cylinders running from front to back with helical paddles riveted to them. The idea is that it screws itself along the ground. It's called the Marsh screw. It was a failure.
Oh, I think he did a good job there. His aim's improved since yesterday, I've got to say. But in all seriousness, these are fantastic guys. Obviously, they run into a building you're running out of. Here he comes now. Water on. Here we go. Here we are. Now, obviously, you see them trying to put the flames out. It's not just a simple matter of point and squirt. In a car full of explosives, full of incendiary fluid, they've got to make sure that car is completely out.
solid rear bumper?
Yeah, yeah.
Might yet do that, and I might yet come out. But I remember it exceedingly well. I often describe it. Remember 20 as an open car. Big circus. I like that.
That's fantastic. Now, as I said before, the armies of the world have used the Jeep, made under license in various countries. As you heard there, the Hotchkiss was the French version made under license. Now, obviously, you can't make everything in one place. So Willys made the Jeep, Ford made the Jeep, Hotchkiss made the Jeep. There were some even Russian-made Jeeps, and of course, I believe there were some out in India called Mahindras. Where are we going? Oh, there you go. There's another Jeep coming over the hill. That didn't get stuck. I see it's crewed by what appears to be the Germans. Do you think they've captured that Jeep in the Pacific Round, did it? Of course, a lot of this went on in the war. Any vehicle that was serviceable was pressed into service. You often see German vehicles in Allied hands and the other way around. The only thing you've got to worry about then is being shot at by your own forces. How long is it going to take to get him out? And will the Jeep waiting on the mound actually take a plunge? There you go. Here we go, the recovery in the making. The Marshall's Land Rover, which is the current British Army vehicle. Pulling out, oh dear, pulling out a bit of bad rope. I think that's a bit soggy, that rope. So the Russians will press into service almost anything that works. Their theory is, if it's working, don't fix it. Okay, province flight, we're going to get on with the Jeep Seesaw. In the meantime, you've got Pip over in the corner there, levelling out the ground. Oh, I'll get a bit of piece of paper. Right, this is a Gaz 69M2, made about 1945. 1945. Constructed in 41-42 from parts of a Gaz from the Gorky Automobile Zavod. Yeah, you see I'm learning Russian as I speak. It's got a licensed Ford A 1931 four-wheel drive Ford Ranger system from a Marmot Harrington. It's the same construction as devised for the Willys Overlander GP, but named Harrington.
It was rebuilt in 1968. It was out of the Russian army to the depots in Czechoslovakia, and it was saved from the shredder. And it's had a new engine, which is original, fitted, which is a flathead, 4-cylinder, 4.2 litre, 65 horsepower engine. Thank you.
Years where the dust had blown straight onto the crowd line, and all we could see was a bunch of little brown flower graders sitting on the hill. Now the next event, as I said, from Alamein to the Gulf, anything that was used in the sand is going to come in and play and parade for your delectation. Nick Chance is 6'5" tall, laying down or standing up. He's been going down for quite a few years. Started off with just a Land Rover, and now he does the Gulf display that you can see right in the middle of the living history field behind you. Find all of the yellow cam net. He's got Hessian on the floor to imitate sand, and of course he's got proper century positions built all around, give you an idea of what the cam would look like in the Gulf, then and now. Well, there you go, the Russian gas flying around there. Closely pursued by a Jeep. If you fancy owning a Jeep, there's a Jeep raffle. For £1 a ticket, you may well drive home in a Jeep. The Invicta Military Vehicle Preservation Society has got a stand just at the top there by the stalls. They are selling raffle tickets, so if you'd like to win your very own Jeep, go and buy a raffle ticket. It could be a very wise investment. If you'd like to just buy a Jeep, well, £1. When you've got something that expensive, do you really want to bounce around the field? Damn right, of course you do. Look at them go. Alright, we're just exiting the arena now. As I said, getting ready for the next show. So stay where you are, and if you're not there, get down to the arena and watch everything in yellow. I'm going to have a short break now to drink because my throat is dry and dusty just like the arena. Thank you for your time and patience. I'll be back shortly. Goodbye, Frida. There she goes. Alright then. Out they go. Everyone a winner. The Alamein to the Gulf display. Hello, as you probably understand, my name is Charles Alamein. This is from Alamein to the Gulf. Extreme Desert Warfare, the vehicles. They should be coming in now. The truck that just got off is my own. This is an M55 American cargo truck. With a 50 caliber gunnery. This is a ubiquitous 110 British Army Land Rover. Produced by the thousands, does everything. Here we go for a ladies and ferret. British Army car of the 60s. Distinguished service record. Well, for many countries, they're very good at what it does. Then we have the armoured version with the turret. Here they come, the Land Rover Special Editions. Or the Pink Panthers, like we know, and 2 Champs. The Champs served in Navy, I believe. A 101 ambulance. Again, Land Rover. Very good off-road. V8 power. And there comes the Long Range Desert Group. All linked in the gang. Always special air service jeeps on Long Range Desert Group jeeps, specially modified. They're well worth taking a look at their stand, which is behind you. And here we have what's known as a decoy truck. It would drive around, I believe, with its German markings on. The Germans captured an awful lot of British equipment in North Africa. And these boys would go in behind enemy lines, drive around with German markings on, and they collect intelligence, and if they were compromised, you can see it carries an awful lot of machine guns in the back. And they would shoot them up. Just coming in now are the Israeli Special Defence Force. Another group well worth a look at. We're in 38 Jeeps. We have a VR-40 captured Russian-built armoured car, which they captured, I believe, with the Syrians or Egyptians. As you can see, it's quite a bit of kit. The Americans gave them a lot of half-tracks after the war, and they use them extensively. They seem to put a lot more bolts on than the Americans ever did on them. This is a gun tractor. V8 power. I know the owner, and it works, allegedly. They should be going around the arena and forming up for us in a moment. Here comes one of the bigger pieces of Golf armour, genuine, it was out there, toolboxes, sandberg, any large obstructions. Got a bulldozer blade on front of it to again remove obstructions. They sometimes carry a load of large pipes, putting in pitches and crushing tanks. The funny anomaly bits you can see on the front of the turret, reactive armour. It was a bolt-on bit. It was designed to have armour in for the Gulf War, but it was successful, as you can see. It doesn't extend all the way around it. You don't know the hope they weren't very clever working it around the back of you. Inside the back of that, we have a 27-litre D-Tune Spitfire engine with a Meteor. And it is petrol. So it has extensively petrol, diesel when you're running on them, all your supplies, because of course the STS do extended missions behind enemy lines. So as you can see, they're festive with every conceivable type of bag, can. It's original 1959, it's got a 10-litre petrol engine in it, so I know drinks like a fish, but it does go, all the post-war, the later MCs are all diesel or multi-fuel, they all make that distinctive whistling sound.
Yeah, it's just one or two slight modifications, like a Detroit diesel engine under the bonnet, that's fitted by the Israelis, the 120 base, which is fitted by the Israelis. Used right up to the early 90s, so it just goes to show they're good at chassis, engine combination, and have track in.
Cute, I think you could say. So give him a round of applause for his cute little Ford. Oh. Okay, well, I've done them all, haven't I? They're going to drive round the arena one more time and out the gate. And as they go, give them a round of applause, because they've all paid for their own fuel. No one's being paid to show their vehicle. And without the vehicles, there's no show for you. And if you want to give the Hummer away, I'll have it. There's one Bren carrier towing another. I don't know if he has to, but again, that's part of the fun of military vehicles, actually playing with them. Did I say the Gamma Goat was for sale? I bet I... Do you like mechanical noise? Because they make a nice noise, don't they? Not as nice as a V8, but that screaming, whining from the transmission, unless you happen to be sitting in there, I think it's very nice. Okay, there we are, there's our medium vehicles. I'm back in about half an hour talking about what I'm calling oddities, so that's another rag bag collection.
That, one battalion jumped on top of Las Banos. That's a civilian prisoner of war camp, an American and British civilians. And the Japanese were going to execute them. And they jumped on top in the camp and liberated them all. Skin of their teeth to get them out. They had Amtrak that drove through the jungle, a bunch of them broke down, and they liberated them. I mean, just barely. If you see that look, you should get it. Yeah, Las Banos. No one will buy it. No one's going to for it up there. You get it. It's great.
You know, it's the titles. So what about you? What are you hooked on this record?
When this record first came out, I was in this relationship. Really bad relationship.
So they could dig down now about 2 feet to find the bottom of the tank. In hot weather, digging anywhere is not good. When you work with a black tank suit, you can take all the heat you can find with even less desirable. But actually, it shows me. Is this the site you see often? I can't claim that we did it deliberately. It's part of the entertainment, but make sure you take the photograph. You'll be able to see it again. It'll be an almighty bang. Chiefs of the Star, the underdogs, you have been reversed to try and help as much as possible. Moving. There, I think he could have this come straight there. There he goes. Tank recovery we've never seen before. Has he pulled it far enough? So don't give him a big hand yet. When he won't hear, and hopefully, as soon as they slacken the cable, the Chiefs won't disappear back down the hole.
Yeah, I'll put when I get back now.
I'll back them out.
All the kits are, so we have to dump in the cars and bring it out. EBay, stones.
They're all original, or
All the tents are original, all the canisters, bags, all original. Real sheets in those bags.
worried because I haven't seen a single German vehicle outside. I know we've got about 30 or 40 on site. But don't think if we don't have German vehicles, we have got other things for you. So watch this space. Gentlemen, when we've got the last of the ferrets and foxes and everything else, saying before all the armour cars came in, we think we get this something like this happens. There's a gap. What do we do? Don't panic.
Don't you look over that mountain?
Make on the license contract.
But they are tremendously fun. They were used by Luftwaffe as bomb tractors and aircraft tanks. Really just general prime mover half track. Restored by Graham Pike, made by Truss, by Michael Gibson is through. And before then another 251 went in. And here we have a bit of real...